The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of She's in the Circle are their own and do not represent Lamore Media Versatility, that of any broadcast networks utilized its advertisers or sponsors. All content is subject to copyright and may not be reproduced in any form without prior written consent by Lamore Media Versatility. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of She's in the Circle are for general public information and entertainment purposes only.
Hey, come on. You ready for this bit? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, welcome back. She's in the circle. You already know what it is. Yes. Woo. Girl, every time we do that dance, I am out of breath. Listen. Right. But when you're in it. You just can't stop going. And with the heels. But
Girl.
listen, if you want to get some good cardio and a good workout,
To me, a line dance.
And it's just, there's so many steps in it, so many figure eights that are in there, but
And everybody got their own way of how they do it.
yeah, let me take a breath. Let me catch my breath, right?
Exactly. Let me clear my throat.
We have a song for everything.
We do.
But welcome back to She's in the Circle. I am your co-host, Katrina Carrington. I'm your
Yes.
CPA,
Come on.
the MBA.
Yeah, come on.
And my specialty is in business growth. I'm a business growth coach, and
You
I
are.
love doing that. And we have our beautiful looking, just amazing ma'am, Dejae Williams.
Hey.
You talk about all this fabulous. You got to give it like a really quick synopsis of your Canva tutorial that you did for the brunch.
Oh.
But introduce all this fabulousness, ma'am.
Well, hello, everybody out there. This is Dejae Williams, which, of course, she's in the circle.
In the circle.
And she is.
Not out, but in.
In the circle, absolutely. And I am your marketing, branding coach,
Maven.
expert, marketing maven. I also dabble with personal and business credit. Yes, y'all. So if you're looking for ways to scale your business or just level up your personal credit game, I'm the girl for you.
Yes.
I'm the woman for the job.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
marketing is really where I stand out the most, and it's what I really love to do the most. So
Yeah.
I love the branding. We had an amazing Canva class coming up. We'll get into that a little bit as we
at our brunch, right?
At our brunch dance.
Right. So that's what that's the scene that we're recreating here is from our brunch dance to learn. Of course, shout out to Tawana Dixon of This and That.
Absolutely.
With the balloon swag, and she also put together that lovely sign for us that we had at the entrance when all of the ladies walked in. We had the pink carpet. The ladies walked the carpet.
That was amazing.
Right. It was so much fun. We had a great time.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
So, and you know what I loved about the event the most is that all of the women, we talk about this is where we get business done and we still have fun.
Yes.
And you belong here, and you do. And I felt like all the ladies embodied that. They felt that,
Yeah.
And just before we get any further and talk about the brunch, we just want to thank you all for supporting, for watching the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up for the events. Thank you for showing up for us and showing out. We appreciate all the love and all the support we get. And we want to make sure that we're giving you just as much love and support as you give us. And just thank you for viewing. And if you have been watching She's in the Circle for a while now, go ahead and put a SITC. She's in the Circle with a heart behind it.
Yes.
Show love.
Hashtag Cincy.
Cincy, I love it.
Cincy, not Cincy. Cincy. SITC.
There you go. Hashtag
She's
Cincy.
in the circle.
If you're in the circle, and you are.
That's right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so real quick, before we go into, because I want to talk more about the brunch, because there were so many just amazing things that were discussed and discovered and nurtured during that brunch. So we got to get a little deeper into that conversation. But today we're talking about being in a safe haven and creating safe spaces where you can be nurtured, and that's what that brunch was all about. But before we get into it, we have to go back and talk about our 10X challenge. Oh, yes. Right? Absolutely. So it's our She's Scaling challenge, guys. So we announced it on our last show, and the challenge has already started, guys. So we want you to make sure that you're jumping in. Yeah, right. Jump in there, because this is an opportunity for you to win $250. Right. Come on, get your money down. Y'all see the money raining.
Okay, it's here for you. All right, it can be yours. And so, how do they get involved into the She's Scaling 10X challenge? Is, listen, we are asking you to get 10 of your business besties, your workout besties, your whatever besties you got, friends, family members. Yeah. So you're going to have them subscribe and take a screenshot. So to get into the drawing to win the $250, you're going to need 10 people per drawing. So that means you can have multiple ways of getting into the drawing. So you want them to take a picture of them subscribing to She's in the Circle.
Tease.
Exactly. And then now your name will be put into the drawing. And if you have 20, that means your name will be entered twice. If you have 30, your name will be entered three times. Okay? So if you want to 10X this, your name entered.
Listen, do we need to talk about some probabilities of winning that 250? I mean, every time you get the 10, boom, boom, boom.
You have a higher opportunity of
winning.
Absolutely. Come on,
word percentages.
Exactly.
That's right. We want to get the probability higher.
Exactly.
And you're helping us. Yes. Because our goal by the end of the year, we said we're putting out maximum effort and energy. This is part of our own 10X challenge, right? Yeah. So our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help. And so we're sweetening the pot for you by doing this challenge, and also having the prize at the end of that rainbow there.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, who could use $250?
I could use $250. I can think of a lot of different ways that I can use $250. What about you? How would you use your $250?
Put that in the comments below.
That's right. Put it down in the chat.
What you would do with that $250? Would you start a business? Would you would you invest in yourself in personal development?
Because guess what? That $250. Listen, if you're in North Carolina, I believe Virginia is the same. The fee to file your articles of incorporation or organization is $125.
Come on,
so you can file that paperwork and have some money to spare. You can start that business and have a little money to spare.
We're here for you. You see, come on, you can get this business started.
No excuses, right?
Before 2024 comes.
That's right. So just get them little fingers hustling.
Subscribe.
We have our YouTube link. We're going to share that. So they have to subscribe to the She's in the Circle YouTube. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're going to put a quick little blurb in there. We'll put it in the comments that you can just quickly grab that, share that. Text it to your friends, family, colleagues, because listen, when they tune in, we're on this personal development journey. So it's not a
lifestyle.
It's not a big ask, because I'm sure you're learning a lot on this journey.
Absolutely.
We are. This is benefiting.
So much.
These books that we're doing are benefiting me tremendously. I'm loving them. And I'm having to go back. Oh gosh. Listen, but we're going to talk about so many amazing things going on, but I have another book. I got another book. I'm gonna save it
because we got to talk about
we have so many more. Yeah. But I'm gonna save this one. But it's so good.
So it's juicy.
It's so good. I'm like, okay. I've got ideas on what to do with this. I'm loving it, and you're gonna love it too. So this is gonna be part of the book club. But the 10X challenge, guys. Embrace it.
Yes.
Okay, listen. Get those 10 subscribers. Get your name in there so we can go ahead and.
And why not have multiple chances of winning? Why not improve your probability of winning? Come on, let's do it. We're going to do this together. We're going to work together. We're going to get our 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And you're going to get your $250.
That's right. Start that business. That's right. That probabilities, it's statistics. I remember taking that. That was a class that I took in college. And the cool thing about the statistics was I always loved it. We could always use our calculator because you had to be able to put those formulas in there. So they always let you use your calculator. I love that.
calculators.
I know. You just had to remember all the formulas, but statistics and probabilities and increasing your chances and your likelihood of winning. So that's what we're talking about, right?
You got to get in the game to play. You got to get in there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's right. It's like double dutch. You got to get in there. Did you ever jump double dutch?
I did.
Were you good at it? I bet you were good at it, weren't you?
I was. Oh yeah, girl, I was turning around, touch the ground,
you were.
hop up in the air.
I bet you were. Were you a good turner too?
Oh, I was an excellent turner.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You know, you have to get the rhythm.
Had to get into it, right?
Now if you're swinging like this,
it's going right.
You got to be a turner.
You got to wrap it around the waist.
There you
wrap that rope around your waist so you can really get in there.
Right. You already know what it is. I know you were a good turner the way you was doing that to me a line dance.
I could turn.
When you get
something about getting into that rope, though. It's just something about once you get in there, then you can get in there and show out.
Right.
But it was just getting in there. It's like, okay, now, how about now?
Right.
Now, can I get in now? What? I see a break. Okay, now I'm gonna get in there.
There you go. Right. It's always so intimidating. Like,
I don't know. Like the rope is
it's a rhythm.
Now,
it's a rhythm.
Now, we hadn't played with a wet rope. Now that rope was stinky.
Y'all was playing.
We're talking about double dutch. Did we lose y'all? Because we digress very easily.
We do.
We're talking about double dutch. Did y'all jump double dutch? That was
were you a turner or were you a good jumper?
Were you a jumper? Because
some people were both and some people were one or the other.
That's right.
And the turners know who they were because they just
grab that rope.
This is what I do right here. This is what I do best.
Did you all ever have wet the rope to make it heavier so that way when you turn, you really can get a good
we did
traction?
We had extension cords. We had long cords. So
no wonder when you get ready to jump in there, no wonder that you got to
you have to be ready.
Pop you.
Oh yeah. So we all turned into good jumpers because nobody wanted to get hit with an extension cord because remember what it was like back in the day.
Who wants to get hit with that? Okay.
Yeah.
No flashbacks. Nah. PTSD trauma.
Right. We're back now.
We're back.
Okay, we're back.
So let's talk about the brunch.
Oh my God.
Let's create some safe spaces here.
Exactly. Right.
Change that energy.
Real quick. Like, oh no, mama, no. No, but the brunch was amazing. The brunch was so amazing. And again, like you were talking about the pink carpet. Oh my gosh. Listen, y'all, we got to get into the brunch vibe real quick. We got to get into the sheath in the circle brunch vibe.
Talk about this brunch.
The brunch dance. Learn hunty, yes.
Hey.
Here we go.
Yes.
There we go. Hey.
This is giving me a little pink pizzazz vibe.
It is giving me the pink pizzazz. So what I loved about the brunch is all the ladies walked down the pink carpet, and we did that intentionally. We wanted each lady to feel like this was their moment to shine. It was their moment to just completely be their self, uninhibited, let your hair down. And some of the ladies dance, and some of the ladies did a little
look, some of them already walk. They had some muscle memory because they had already knew how to work. And listen, one of the girls, I'm gonna take these off as my lashes. I don't want to lose a lash. I want to lose a lash.
Okay, not today.
Not today.
Not the lashes, girl. Now these ain't gonna affect my lashes, so I'm still in it.
Yeah. But one of the ladies, she had modeled before.
She had, right? Absolutely.
Was it Catrice? I think her name was Catrice.
It was
Morel.
Patrice.
Catrice.
Okay.
Yes, with the C. I remember
Catrice.
That. Yes, and she had walked. She had some muscle memory because she said she had modeled before.
She did.
So she came in, girl. She was like,
elegant.
Come on,
very elegant.
Stop, pause, turn for effect. Like she paused for effect.
And hit that.
She sure did. That's so like.
And she's like, I used to model. I said, so the fact that she thought about what she used to do and she was able to bring that to here and now was an amazing experience. She brought herself back out, and she was one of the ladies who said that she wasn't going to come, but her husband told her to come.
That's right, that was her.
But she was happy that she was there. It was just so many beautiful moments, and so many women who talked about like the flyer and how on the flyer we said this is a safe space, and it is. And when one of the other ladies who was a real estate agent talked about this being a safe space and how that flyer spoke to her, she's
right.
She had been to events before with women, and because this is a women empowerment event, and it wasn't as friendly. So for her just to share her testimony to how the safe was actually a safe space, and what we represented on the flyer, we actually represented it at the event.
Yeah.
It meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
It meant a lot to both of us.
It meant a lot, and I don't know if she was necessarily saying that they weren't friendly, but sometimes you can project things, like if you're already feeling a little reservation or reluctance about going to the event, is what you tell yourself when you go, right?
What's in your mind
before you get there,
Right.
before you even get yourself into the spaces. What are you telling yourself? The mindset. So the mindset can be, oh well, I don't know, I don't. These ladies are not going to like me. They might be cliquish. They might be all these things.
All these
and
negative
so
thoughts.
that's the energy that you really could give off,
Right.
right? You could give that energy off, and then that's what you're going to receive. That's what you'll experience.
That's what you'll attract.
Right. It's
Because
almost
you're
like
putting it out there.
a
Right.
self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
Absolutely.
Because this is what you told yourself. So you just created this
And it is
environment
so.
for yourself, and now that's what you got.
Yeah.
So you do really have to be careful about what you tell yourself. But one of the things that some of the ladies shared was that they were reluctant about coming because they didn't know. They felt like they didn't have anything to offer. To give, right? And I think we gotta just be a little easier on ourselves. I think we have to give
Especially
ourselves,
as women, absolutely.
because we have
Similar
so much,
grace.
we do so much for so many people. We're mothers, we're daughters, we're wives, we're sisters, we're
aunties,
we're
grandmothers,
co-workers, we're business owners.
all the
We have
things,
all
yeah.
of these different things, and if nothing else, you're multifaceted because you can multitask like crazy. Just
Okay.
imagine
Just
all of
being
the
a
things.
woman.
Just having to
Absolutely.
remember all the things to keep all of the balls in motion, right?
Right.
To keep everything, just juggling that we just do naturally, I think, as women. So it's not. We just have to be a little easier on ourselves.
Right.
We definitely have to be
Right.
easier, and getting. And we're going to talk a bit about. Just some of those tips for getting out, connecting. As we're
Networking.
continuing this conversation about the importance of connecting. And,
It's very important.
And finding your tribe and finding a space where you can connect with women that are going to support you.
Absolutely.
That are like-minded, that are going to build you up and help you to find your strengths, right?
Right,
So
right.
that's what we did that day, and it was amazing. We did, and I brought some of the goal worksheet and things like that, so we can
Great.
talk
We definitely
about.
need to share the goal worksheet, but
Yeah.
Again, all the testimonies that we got about that all the women shared with us and told us about how they felt. I mean, we had people in there crying. I mean, this was unexpected. So many different women came from so many different backgrounds and had so many different experiences, whether it was a business relationship or a relationship with another girlfriend. And I think just us providing that safe space for them really allowed them to.
Sorry. I'm feeling like we're from the 70s. We're getting the 70s. You definitely giving the 70s.
With the glasses? Girl, I'm feeling these glasses now.
You just
It's all love.
This is
all
not
love.
part of the ensemble. This is our She's Efficient brunch. This was from our photo booth, right?
Yes.
Right. So if you're just joining us, we're giving you a little taste of that. They're probably like, you just popping on there, you thinking we're crazy?
Listen,
You think we're nuts?
You already know what
We
it
are.
is.
We are. We are.
It's too late.
You already know.
It's already out there. It's already out there, right? I mean, we're always in pink, so that should tell you enough as it is, right? That should tell you enough. But like going back to the brunch, I just felt so fulfilled that we were able to create that space for the ladies, and that not only were they able to have a safe space to be themselves, to walk on the pink carpet, but also to get some education. I taught a class for the Canva.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the
Oh my
Canva.
gosh,
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I picked up a lot of tips. I picked
Awesome.
up a lot of tips
Did
from
you?
that. I did.
I got a lot of great feedback from the class
it
too,
was
so
a
I was
great
super
class.
excited
Yeah,
about
you did
that.
an amazing job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So in the Canva class, I went over briefly the psychology of colors. Before we got into the branding and the marketing, we broke down the different colors and what they mean and why certain brands use those colors. Because when you choose a color, like we're choosing pink, it's speaking to your customer, it's speaking to your target audience. And depending on that color, that determines what you're trying to convey to your audience.
Right.
So for instance, the color yellow, calm, warm, those type of colors. When you think about that, you think about the McDonald's logo, right? They want you to be
Happy? Is happy is one of the
happy,
emotions,
calm,
right? Okay.
warm, and then you have the red, which is sexy, exciting, energetic. So you have something that's happy, calm, and warm, and then you have the red, which is energetic, which just means go for it, go buy. So all these different brands use all types of colors for different reasons. And then I even talked about brands that use multiple colors, like Google. They have the green, the blue, the red. So
That's true.
you're not just subjugated to one color, but you do want to understand what those colors mean and how that speaks to your target audience, how that speaks to your customers, which is super important. So we'll have a list of those colors right here or right here, and you'll have the different meanings of the different colors. And I think the ladies really like that because a lot of them were shocked to know about the different colors and what they meant.
It was very informative. Yeah, it was very informative, but it makes sense. When you see those different logos for those, huge Fortune 500 companies.
Oh, absolutely.
And how they're able to use the psychology behind the colors to market and to grab, their target audience. So it's all part of the science, right? It's science, it's art to all of that, even to the marketing.
Absolutely. And I think that, so that's part of a big thing that you need to know as far as your branding and your marketing goes. Who's your target audience? What are you trying to convey? What are you trying to speak to them? And then use those colors, right? So if you get your $250, you can think about the logos and the color. You can even go ahead and get your LLC. Then you can go ahead and pay somebody to get your logo together. Now that you'll have the psychology of colors, we'll have that somewhere in the show, maybe even in the show notes. That way you can understand the different colors and what they mean. So, I mean, this is a great way to get your own business started.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, She's in a Circle is pink. That's energetic. That's happy. That's girly vibes. So we already know that our audience is women.
That's right.
So we're speaking directly to our audience. And some of the guys, big shout out to Jason Speed, who has been showing me much love. We were in the Army together, and he actually wore pink and sent me a video.
That was super
cool.
That was nice.
Thank you so much for showing your support. Had very kind words. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Continue to rock your pink and represent She's in the Circle.
I love it.
Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And even though we do wear pink, our target audience is women, I just want to say that a lot of the things that we're covering, yes, they appeal to women, but a lot of this helps. This is for everybody.
It really is. Information is for everybody.
It's for everybody. Sure. Yeah. My sons, I have three sons, Brian, Miles, and Christopher.
Three sons where though? 3 sons where?
My babies. Those are my babies.
Absolutely.
Y'all. I don't age.
and don't crack. Y'all know me.
Right. But there's so much that we're talking about self-development and building habits and goal setting and all of those different kind of things. So this really is for everybody. Don't tune out, guys, when you see all the pink. Don't tune out because there's a lot of things in here for you.
Right. Especially that book, our library.
I don't have my Grant Cardone book, but one of the things I noticed with all of the books, and I had to actually go. I had to dig a little deeper to find women authors because most of the authors are men.
I remember that.
These books that we're reading, most of the authors are men. So I had to dig a little deeper just to find some women. That's one of the books. Oh, like I said, that's coming.
Super sauce.
You got to stay tuned. That's coming in a future episode. But the book, listen, it's going to top all the books. When I was listening to it, I was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be so good." But I ain't gonna give it to you yet. Can't give it to you yet.
Not yet. You have to join the club for that.
You gotta join the circle. So, speaking of which, we are going to be starting our book club. So we have our Facebook page has started. Okay, it is called She's Wise and Wealthy.
Ooh.
Okay, she is wise and wealthy. Come on, wise and wealthy. Come on, get into it. Get into it, y'all. Wise and wealthy.
I know you're feeling it already. Now
wise
get into
and wealthy.
it. Absolutely.
Right, that's right, because we are, not only are we working on ourselves, working on inside.
Right.
We're working on them bank accounts too.
Okay. We need growth in all areas of our life.
We're growing that bank account, and there's no reason why we shouldn't all be wealthy. There's no reason why.
Absolutely.
Nothing is stopping us if it's what you're telling yourself. So,
that's right here.
what are you telling yourself about money? Well, are you telling yourself that you're always going to be broke? Mm-hmm. Hey, if that's the case, we're going to fix that. We're going to get into the psychology of all of that. But the Facebook group will give us an opportunity to dive deeper into the discussion. And we're also going to go back and we're going to go over a lot of these books together, and we're going to dig in deep
dive.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been sharing the books week by week, and we know everybody has different time commitments, so maybe you might not been able to read the book every week like we do. So now with the book club,
I'm done with the pink.
I'm still feeling it. I'm feeling it
all over me today.
I'm feeling it. So we know that everybody doesn't have time to to get a book done within a week, whether you're reading it or whether you're listening to it on Audible. So what we're going to do with the book club is really going to go dive deep and have conversations about each section and each chapter. So it'll really help you grasp the information and really hone in that personal development, because we're going to be going through
do this together. We're going to go through the book together.
Absolutely.
So the first book, what book did we say we're going to do first?
We did talk about Atomic Habits.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's a great book to start with.
That's a great starter.
Because that was the starting point of a lot of different areas for us.
Yeah.
She's in a Circle. It was a start
of
the
catalyst for a lot of things.
Weight loss.
Yeah. It's all about habit forming. So that's a great book for us to walk through together. So we're going to be starting that book in the month of. We're going to start our book. The group has already started. So please go ahead and join our Facebook group. It is She's in the Circle, SITC, SITC.
SITC.
She's Wise and Wealthy. Okay, so we're going to be I'm going to share that. We'll also share that right down in our show notes as well as in the comments, so you can easily go and grab it. We're all about convenience, y'all. So you can go in there and just grab it really quickly. But you're going to want to join that group. And what we're also doing is creating even more of a safe haven, safe space, okay? Dejae and I are going to be popping on there live, going through different aspects of the book and just talking about things. We have some different ideas too of what we can do to just kind of really enhance that discussion. But it's gonna be good, guys. So definitely join that group, join that Facebook group, and I can't wait to get in there and for us to start those discussions and really continue on this journey, really, but just keep building that momentum. We have to do that. We owe it to ourselves.
We do.
We owe it to ourselves. And if you want to be wealthy, like I said, there's nothing stopping you, and we want to help you get there. We want to help you get there. We're going to get there.
Don't let anything stop you.
I want to see those numbers in your bank account.
Okay.
I want to see those numbers in your bank account. That's
we only got one person, my mom, who's super excited about the last show that we did.
Listen, the 6-figure reverse engineering.
She loved that.
How to get to those 6 figures.
Absolutely.
Because $300 a day. When we reverse engineered that, we're really only talking about $300 a day, 5 days.
$300
5 days a week. Now, it's not even, you get to take 2 days off, $300
just 5 days a week.
That's right. If you're trying to get to that 6-figure goal. So,
listen,
really not hard to find $300. $300 a day. If you're working, this could be just, a little something on the side that you do, maybe that you do really well anyway, that you're not charging for. $300, it's not a hard thing to do. So
$300
if you're trying to get to 6 figures, we're going to hit that easy button. We're going to check that one off the list because you're going to get there. So she is wise and wealthy. You are wise and wealthy. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's on the phone?
Oh, yes. Who is it on the phone? It's
hello?
I never know who's on the phone.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh. It's Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
Okay.
What you got?
Talking about the group, She's Wise and Wealthy. Facebook said this is the best opportunity of a lifetime for you to become wise and wealthy. When she says, okay. Oh, you want to monetize? Okay.
They want to monetize?
They want to monetize us. Okay, so they want us to be wise and wealthy too. Okay,
wait, hold on. Already.
All right, so got to talk about the numbers now.
Come on.
What you working with?
What we working with Facebook?
Okay.
Because we already talked about YouTube. Come on, give us show us the shmoney.
All right, so we'll talk about that. So they said Zuckerberg wants to meet with us.
Boom, set it up.
We'll set it up. I'll talk to you later. All right. We're on the show right now. Can't talk too long. Gotta go. Bye. Girl, Facebook would have you on the phone for a good little while. Aren't they in the same market?
Listen, they know when they heard
it. For a good little time.
They know when they heard a good thing.
Listen,
so I can't wait. I'm so excited about that.
Cheers to She's Wise and Wealthy.
She's wise and wealthy. Yes. Cheers. Cheers. Get ready, y'all. Get ready.
It's coming.
Because we are going to do this, and I can't wait. I can't wait to hear your success stories.
Oh, yes.
About how you were able to get those numbers where you wanted them to, how you were able to build just your good habits. We're going to start with atomic
mindset.
Yeah, we're going to start with, because mindset goes into everything, right?
Yeah, everything that we do.
Yeah,
absolutely. So those atomic habits, those little habits that you build over time, and while you're building your atomic habits, you're building your wealth on this side, and you're still able to manage life. You're still able to be a mom, a sister, auntie, all these things, and what's more about all of this is your personal growth and development.
That's
because
right.
when you're mentally wise and wealthy up here, everything else is going to come to you super easy because all your affairs are in order.
That's right.
That's the key thing. Let's get the mindset in order first, and then we're going to start talking about the money. We're going to get to the money.
And what's the first
money.
step? Join that group.
That's the first step.
Get in the group.
Listen, Zuckerberg likes it.
Hello. Listen, get into the group because
Yes.
your tribe, and let's go ahead and get into our main topic. She's a safe haven, because one of the first things
that's key.
Well, that's not one of the first things. That is one of the tips. But finding your tribe is really important, because getting with like-minded women is so important. So if there's some goals that you set for yourself, studies show you are the sum of the people that you keep around you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So if you are wanting to be more positive, you want to have a more positive mindset, you want
Think about your tribe.
Let's say you want to make enough money to travel. Don't be so afraid of you may think, okay, well, why do you guys keep talking about money? You need money. Money makes the world go round.
Listen.
And for you to have freedom, for you to have financial freedom, it takes money. You have to build.
Choices. It takes money.
Right. If you want to make a impact, if you want to make real change in the world, yes, we can volunteer our time and all of those things, but
Sweat equity is fine, but we need some cash
takes
dollars
money.
now.
Come on now.
We all know that.
Don't-
Let's be real.
Yeah, don't.
Let's be real. It takes money to live a better life. It takes money to put your kids in a better school and in a better environment, in a better neighborhood. It takes money to drive a better vehicle, a more reliable vehicle,
Money
right?
is power.
Money
That's
is
right.
power.
Money
and
is
we want you to
power.
be empowered.
That's right.
And
As
you will be
women,
empowered.
We have to change that mindset that, money is not everything. No, it's not everything, but it will make your
But it's
life
the main
easier.
thing.
It will make your life easier. I tell you
Absolutely.
what, don't have it and see how much stress that's going to cause.
That part.
Think about the sleepless nights, those late nights where you thinking about that mind that's going, and you trying to figure out how you're going to make all these things work.
Absolutely.
How you're going to take care of all of these different things that you have to. So we have to change our mindset about money. It is okay to want more for yourself. Do not be fooled in thinking that you don't need more for yourself. You need money. You need to be wealthy. So we're going to start with 6 figures, but I really want to see you get to 7.
Are y'all feeling the passion?
I really want to see you get to 7 figures. So you join that group. We're going to be sharing resources. We're going to be sharing all the things, but you have to get around like-minded people. You have to get around people who want the things that you want.
That's the key.
Because if you have people that are around you that are telling you, you can't do that.
Or why would you want to try to open a business? You've never owned a business ever before in your life.
Yeah, that's going to be too stressful. This, that. Get around women, or you have to audit that circle.
Oh,
all right?
I love that.
You have to audit your circle and get around people who want the things that you want. You are the sum of the people that you keep around you. What do you tell your children about their circle and the people? Birds of a feather
flock together.
They flock together, right?
All the time.
We're flocking together. We are. We're going to flock together. So we want to teach you, all right? We want to teach you how to do this and all of these things. All of this is part of it. The mindset, atomic habits, doing the hard things, you're not eating alone, your networking, your connection, 10xing your goals, setting goals, doing all those things. Listen,
that's the main part.
It's all relative. All of these things are relative, but you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to become wealthy, build legacies, not only for you and your family, but for your children's children. Ooh. You owe it to yourself.
Now you preaching now, girl. You preaching now.
I'm
children now.
Listen, we're gonna we have to do better as women. We have to do better as women, and we're gonna, like I said, you have to get around people that want those things. So even we're gonna have some fun now, because women who travel, boss babes who travel together. I see some business conferences on the horizon.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Well, we're going to dip our toes in some beautiful blue water while we do these millionaire meetups and in these mastermind sessions, okay?
You already know what it is.
You got to be in the group. You have to be in that group. So
come on in the circle.
We're going to do it. So anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox.
Girl, no, keep on preaching.
I'm
getting the energy. I was like, come on now, keep it going. Keep it going. I love it. I love it. Right. So what's next?
So let's talk about some different tips. Let me see. We're good on time. Yes. So let's talk about some different tips for facing your fears. Like what's the reason why women or we as women, or
So
just
good.
individuals, don't go after the things that we want. And we heard some of those things during the brunch.
Right.
One of the things that came up when it comes to success, what are some of the things that might be holding you back? What are some of those fears? And again, what are we telling ourselves?
Right.
But also, just some of what are the thoughts? I know one of the comments was, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose people if I become successful.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I'm going to lose people if I become successful.
And to be honest with you,
That's a fear.
That's a fear, but that can actually happen because everybody is not always going where you're going. Everybody's not meant to carry that journey with you. Some people are for a lifetime and some people are for a season.
That's
and
right.
you have to be okay with that because I feel like when you try to hold on to people who are for a season, you end up digressing. You don't end up going after your goals. You don't, because you're trying to carry something with you that wasn't meant to go. It's like checking in luggage on an airplane, right? You can't check this big old bag, for checking when you're going to put it in a department it's not going to fit. It doesn't belong there. So you have to put it where it goes. Same thing with people in your life. And this is friends, colleagues. It could be just about anybody. You have to understand that when you are going after your goals, after your passion, after what you feel your purpose in life is, because we all have one, right? Everybody is not going to be able to come along with you. And you have to be okay with that. Because if you're not, you're just going to set yourself back. So I think that was a legitimate fear, but it's also the truth. So letting people, and some people, maybe they are supposed to be there with you. Maybe you're supposed to be the example to show them, hey, this can be done. Maybe you're the first person in the family.
I like that because you don't want to, we're not saying leave anybody behind. I'm not saying leave, because we're talking about family members. We're talking about people who are close in your life, right? So we're not talking about leaving anybody behind. We're talking about bringing them along. But sometimes you might have to take a step back.
Right.
You might have to take a step back, okay? So you can get your mind together.
You got to clean out the garage a little bit. You know what I mean? You have to clear your space and declutter your mind so you can, first of all, know what your passion and purpose is, know where you need to go. You need to pray about it, talk to God.
Right.
And you really need to see what is it you want for yourself, what you want for your life. Once you decide that, you start to move in that direction. And I'm not saying that because I don't believe in cutting people off. I believe in growth because when you grow, things will naturally shed themselves. You don't have to cut anybody off. But when you grow as a person, when you grow as a business owner, when you grow as a wife, a mother, a parent, there might be some friends that you don't hang around because, you don't do the things you used to do. I don't hang around the same people I hung around in my 20s.
That's right.
Some of them are still in the circle. Some of them are not. That's just life, know. But I never cut anyone off. I just continue to grow and evolve, right? So again, we don't believe in cutting people off because that's not what we do in here in a circle. But what we do believe is growth, elevation, evolving, becoming our best self, working on our personal development. And when you're doing that, it causes those around you to look at themselves. To see, wow, do I want to take this path with them? And that's their choice. It's not that we're cutting anybody, but it's their choice if they want to take this path of growth, personal development with you.
All good things.
All good things, right.
All good things.
Right, because some people leave people, again, and I think that's the whole thing about auditing your circle. Where are the people in your circle going? Not saying that you guys all have to be business owners. Not saying that you guys all have to do the exact same thing, but are you all working on yourself? Are you all, do you know what your purpose is?
What are those conversations? What are they like? Are you talking about other people?
Are you talking about
your goals, your dreams? What is that conversation like? Because when you get in a room with people who are like-minded, who have goals, who are going someplace, they're talking about business, they're talking about investments, they're talking about traveling,
high-level
they're
conversations.
talking about positive self-care, all of the things that really are that are elevating you, that are positive things.
Absolutely.
So you're not sitting around just talking about other women and gossiping.
Right. Who cares who or what? Honey, what are you doing? Right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about things that are really high-level conversations. And most of these conversations, some people would have to get into, you'd have to be in a certain room. So that's why it's really important to pick your people, pick your environment, and really audit that circle so that way you can position yourself. Because listen, if you're trying to position yourself to do something greater in life and you are hanging around people who have a very negative and toxic mindset, you really
It's
can't.
gonna pull you down.
It's gonna pull you down.
It will. It
Right.
will pull you down if that's all you hear. If you're trying to go someplace and all you hear is the negativity around you about what you can do, what
you
just,
can't do.
just being just consumed by all the drama.
Right.
Drama in someone else's life that's coming spilling into your own life, and you're just consumed. How can you go after your goals? How can you pursue your passion? How can you live your purpose if that's all you're consumed in all
Very
of this
true.
drama? So you really do have to, and we're gonna move on, but auditing your circle is really important, and getting in the room with people who are going places,
Yes.
that want to go
Yes.
places, that want
Yes.
better for
Come on.
themselves, for their lives, and understand the bigger purpose. Okay, so that's all we're gonna say about that.
Right.
All right.
Now we know we hit it home a lot, but we want to make sure that you understand how important this is, because this really does affect
Makes
and
the difference.
change lives.
It makes the difference,
Absolutely.
right.
Cheers to our business besties who are going to start making better decisions
Get in the group, y'all. Get in the group.
and auditing them circles.
Get in the group. All right. So the next thing is what? So part of that. That touches on facing fears and getting outside of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Just getting in the room, putting yourself in a position where you can meet other people, and that's why we do these brunches and we have these events and we create these safe spaces, because we want to get you in the room. But that may involve getting outside of your comfort zone,
It
right?
will. It
And I
will.
talk about, even for myself, how I naturally I would say I started out as an introvert. I'm probably more of a extroverted introvert, because I know the value of getting out there and putting myself out there. So, but like I said, if I had my druthers, I'll be home. I'll be reading this book.
Right.
I'll be, like
Nice little blanket and pillow
chilling.
seat.
I love my
Yeah.
family. I love spending time with them. And once I'm done with the work, that's what I enjoy doing the most, is those things,
Right.
and working on
Being with
myself
family.
and self-care and all those things. But it might be putting yourself, I know for me, I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
I did. I had to, because even having conversations, like if I'm gonna have a conversation with you, I like a meaningful conversation.
Okay.
I like one of substance. I all of those surface conversations, I like to get past all that part, but it's part of it, right?
Right.
You can't get to know
Right.
someone until you get past some of those niceties, like
Exactly.
talking about the weather and things like that.
Right.
But it's going one step further and building those authentic relationships, nurturing those relationships. But you got to get there. You got to get yourself in the room, right? So part of that is just like with these women that came to the brunch, is just getting that. Just, I'm so proud of them for coming.
That's good.
For even just
Taking that step.
coming.
The first step
Just
was coming, showing up.
That's getting
Absolutely.
outside of your comfort zone. And then they get there and they're like a pink carpet, and we're telling them to walk the
down the
carpet. They're
carpet.
like, oh my gosh, these women are nuts.
But let me tell you,
But
they
they
might have
did.
got more crazy. But they showed up and showed out in that pink
They
carpet.
did.
They walked their walk. They talked their
and we
talk.
hyped them up. We are going to hype you up,
were there-
Bestie.
we were there
Hype me up,
hyping
Bestie. Hype me up. Right? We're going to hype you up, because every woman
Yes.
is beautiful and just has
Absolutely.
amazing.
And we all have something to
We all
offer.
do.
We're all
We
here
all
for
do.
a reason.
That's right.
And a purpose. So
Right. But getting out of your comfort
for
zone.
such a time as this.
Facing fears.
Yes.
Getting out of your comfort zone and facing fears. That's one of the first steps, right?
So what's one of the things that help you face your fears when you first start to put yourself out there? I understand the value of it, but when you first did it the first time, can you remember what was one of the fears you had to overcome? Was it negative self-talk? Was it just being anxious and nervous for trying something new?
For me, I don't know. I'm not going to know anybody there.
Okay.
I've been in a lot of situations where, women can be a little cliquish. People can be a little cliquish, and they just kind of stick to themselves. So am I going to know anybody there? Are they going
that's
to,
good.
am I going to be welcomed?
That's good.
And I think that's why I am who I am, because I've been on the receiving end of a lot of that, and I never want people to feel like you're not important.
Right.
When
that's
you
good.
walk into a room and everybody knows everyone, and they don't give you the time of day.
Right. Ooh,
They
that's
don't
good.
speak to you. They see you over in the corner by yourself, and don't try to include you in on the conversation, because people are putting themselves out there. They may
Right.
be uncomfortable. So
Right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with, if I see somebody and they're alone in the room, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna talk to them.
Introduce yourself. Because you understand, like you said.
I don't want you to feel like that. So that's a lot of who I am, is not wanting people to feel not, like they don't belong. You belong here. That's why we say you belong here. Absolutely. Because we want you to feel included.
Because that's so important. And we're thinking about you every step of the way, which is why we do all that we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So getting out of your comfort zone, facing your fears, and just knowing that, like, what's the worst that can happen? I think for me, it's like, okay, all right, so if they don't, and, I always met really good people too,
right?
Like Brenda Vega. Again, Brenda Vega invited me in, giving me, inviting me to sit at the table. God just has guided me. He's always guided me, and then practice makes perfect. I'm not perfect, but the more you practice something, if you're uncomfortable, the more you practice something, the better you get at it.
That's good.
So we done got close on time. We about to run out of time, so let me go ahead and cover the other tips, which is setting goals for yourself. Mm-hmm. That's another way to put yourself on the trajectory for success, right? Setting goals for yourself. And I'm going to share this worksheet. We did this at the brunch. This is Discover Your Goals and Purpose worksheet. And
worksheet, by the way.
Amazing. It helps you to talk about your why. It helps you to identify your strengths and, what traits are admired. It helps you to address whatever perceived weaknesses or areas of improvement and get in alignment, with your career or with your business, and also set SMART goals. So we're going to share this worksheet with you all to help you with your goal setting. And then also seeking mentorship.
Oh, which is so important.
Seeking mentorship, seeking guidance. We don't know it all. Nobody knows it all.
And there's someone out there who has done what you're looking to do already. Mm-hmm. So that's the person who you want to be your mentor. Someone who's already done, or who's where you're trying to be, or where you're aspiring to go to. So don't be afraid to reach out. And you might have to reach out to more than one person, because sometimes people, they go after mentors and the person might be busy, or they might have other mentees. So don't feel like, wow, this person told me no. Keep on going for what you want. Keep on going for what you know. So you might have to reach out to more than one person, but mentorship is super important.
Yeah, and getting into the circle. So a business bestie tip for today is definitely building a support system and finding, getting in the room with people who are going to give you guidance and support. Love it. And are going to help nurture this journey that you're on. So that's the business bestie tip. So how do they get in the circle?
Oh, great question.
How does one get in the circle?
So you can get into the circle by checking us out on our link tree. We have a website that'll let you know about how you become a part of the Business Bestie Club. We have some She swag. We have different apparel, things like that. And once you're in the circle, you're in. So you just signed up once and you're in the circle, but
get in that group. Wise and wealthy.
Wise and wealthy.
Sitsy. Wise and wealthy. We're sharing it. Those are ways to get in the circle. So
come on in.
We want to see you succeed, sis. We want to see you succeed. So you have to take that first step. Get out of your comfort zone.
And just
trust us. You got to trust us too, because we want the best for you. We have your best interest at heart. So trust the process, right?
I love that. Trust the process.
Right. So next week,
here
guys, we are on, this is episode 11. Next week is episode 12, and we are going to be wrapping up season 1.
Ooh,
all right, guys?
Cheers!
12 episodes, guys. Did somebody call? Did I hear the phone?
Okay. Oh, shoot.
12. 1, 2. Oh, 1. Okay. 2.
Yeah, this is season 2. Yep. Yep. Okay.
Maybe it's going. Is that going the right way?
Yeah.
12.
She got it. Yeah, she got it together.
12.
Yeah, she got it together. 1, 2. Yep. Numbers be numbering over here sometimes.
Right, it's not 21, but
right.
21.
Okay.
Is it this?
I got you. Listen, that's Facebook again. They said that they're excited about season 12.
Come on, season 2, episode 12.
Episode 12. Oh, look, I'm projecting.
That's all right.
Look, I'm projecting.
We're gonna get to all of those.
We're gonna get to season 12 too now. Y'all just gonna come along for the journey, right? So we're gonna get it done.
Yes. So join us. We have a special show lined up for you for episode 12, and that will be our wrap up for season 1, guys. And thank you so much for being on this journey. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. And we are She's in the Circle, and we are going to see you next week.
Yeah, because this is where we get business done,
and we always have fun. We still have fun.
Everybody, hey!
Thank you for joining the She's in the Circle podcast. See you on all our social media platforms for more empowering episodes and contagious laughter. Follow us for useful business tips, subscribe to access valuable gems, and wealth-building tips that will ignite your success.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for exciting conversations and stay in the loop with your business besties.
At Lawnmower Media Versatility, we aim to provide comprehensive solutions to our clients. We have a team of experienced professionals who can help you with every aspect of your media needs. From documentation and marketing to promotion and more, we provide our clients with top-notch quality services. We understand that each client is unique and has specific needs. That's why our team works closely with you to understand your company and event goals and objectives. We are committed to providing the highest quality services in media and strive to exceed our clients' expectations. Our team is passionate about helping you reach your goals and making sure you get the best experience and results. If you're looking for a reliable business to help you with all your media needs, look no further than Lawnmower Media Versatility. Contact us today to get started at 252-497-3817 or at www.lamour-photos.com.